이라차이마세.
We are
Cafe Étoile.
I'm Peachy.
I'm Strawberry,
I'm Cyrus.
and welcome to Cafe Chats, the series where we hang out and chat about various topics. Today, we'll be chatting about our design process when creating a character. Some of you may know already because we asked our audience on Instagram, and we also asked you in our Discord server to send us some emojis. We are making character designs based on the emoji combos that you sent us.
Yo.
Yeah.
Thank you for hyping it up. Oh, and another thing you may notice is that our beloved Miss Trix is not here with us.
Still.
Again. Unfortunately, again.
She has passed away.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
So kidding. I'm sorry, Six. She's just still moving, so
She was moving and now she's dead.
She's a busy bee, so she's not here with us today, but we will be having her back soon, hopefully.
Hopefully she will not be gone for the entirety of this month. Because that would be
Sorry for saying that you died, Six. I hope you understand.
But yeah, we actually got a lot of responses when we asked for emojis from people, so it was a very tough pick, but there were some that caught our eye, so we decided to go with those first. But we have a whole bunch of emojis now that
so
we were
many.
sent in, so if you guys really like this and you ever want to see it again, you should definitely let us know in the comments, and you should like the video and all that good stuff, because that lets us know that you want us to do things more.
Yeah.
But yeah, while we're drawing this, we're going to talk a little bit about our design process, because we felt like it was fitting, since we are kind of just making these designs as we go.
Yes. We picked them and prepared kind of just before we started recording, and are kind of sort of challenging ourselves to do it on the fly, and trying to not make them super polished.
Which is a
at least-
struggle for Strawberry.
Yes. Because I am insane, and I always feel like I need to render, or like, well, not always render, but like do line art and finish everything that I start, which I didn't think was a problem at first, but it is a problem.
I don't think it's necessarily a problem, but I feel like it's good to be loose when you have to, you know?
Yeah, it just makes things easier, especially in the realm of like concept art or character design, which is something that I would like to do professionally at some point. It's a lot easier on yourself if you like don't get super attached to things, or if you can like just pump out like a bunch of rough designs instead of one big polished one, you know, to get the ideas out.
So not only is this a character design challenge, it's also a can Strawberry actually make a sketch, or will it be polished challenge.
Oh god. Would you guys say that you're big line art people when it comes to drawing? Like, do you care a lot about line art in general?
I hate line art.
What line art? What'd you say?
I hate it.
Oh.
Oh, okay. The first part of your sentence cut out. I thought you just angrily said line art with nothing else.
Line art, shakes fist.
I mean, that's basically what I said.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of line art. I never have been.
I mean, if it turns out good, it's fine. Like, I don't hate it, but I don't know. I've gotten to a point where I've made my line art pretty sketchy, because I don't really, it just starts to get aggravating if I try to make it too clean, and that's what makes me hate it. So I would say my line art is just a more clean sketch, so I don't really know if it would even be considered as line art.
Hmm.
It's line art to me in my heart.
And that is what really matters.
Because I don't necessarily hate it. It's just I hate that I hate it when it doesn't turn out the way I want it to, and so it's a love-hate relationship. We'll just say that.
I understand, because that's kind of how I feel about mine. I'm weirdly I'm like attached to doing it because I like making everything neat, and then like making it easier on myself by being able to use the paint bucket tool on it when I'm done. But also, it is so tedious and it is so time consuming, and sometimes I'll spend a lot of time on line art and I'll be like, damn, the sketch looked better.
Literally.
But I'm so weirdly averse to using the sketch as line art, even though I could not care less if another artist does it. In fact, I love it when artists do that, but for some reason when it's me, I'm like, no, it's not finished enough. I need to finish it. I need to make it clean. And I don't know why.
So what made you guys pick the emoji combinations that you did?
I
Like,
don't
what
know.
specifically about Circus Chocolate Rat, like, drew you to strawberry?
Okay, well, I don't know, mine, I just, like, I immediately saw the vision. Like, I was like, I need to make a cute little mouse performer for the circus. Like, in these types of challenges, just sometimes I'll look at I'll look at them and I'll be like, I don't see how these emojis can go together at all, and I know that's part of the challenge. And then other ones, I look at them and I'm like, oh, I get it. I know what I can do. And this was one of those cases, where I immediately could, like, see the design in my brain, kind of. And I was like, I need to do that.
Yeah. That's how it was with mine, I think. Like, because I was stuck between a few of them, but ultimately I really liked the color palette, which, like, we don't really need to, like, stick to the color palette of the emojis, but it just, like, put more inspiration in my brain when I saw the color palette. I don't know, it was just something about it. It sparked a joy, if you will.
It sparks joy.
It was it was calling out to you.
Yeah.
What about you, Cyrus?
I don't know if I, like, had, like, a super specific idea going in, but I picked mine because, again, it was like calling to me. It's like, God, I want that one. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it, but I want it.
We also got a lot of emoji combinations with jellyfish in them, so I told Cyrus before, I'm glad he picked that one so we could satisfy all the jellyfish enjoyers that came out of the woodworks for this.
Literally. Guys, I need you to tell me, is the jellyfish new? Why are we crazy about the jellyfish? I'm not against it. It's a very cool emoji, but, like, where is this coming from?
I was considering using it, but then it was just such a hard decision that I picked a different one. But I had it in my list of maybes. But yeah, I'm also wondering what is this collective consciousness that everybody wanted a jellyfish?
They're cute.
They are cute. They do make for very cool character designs. Like, I did have, like, a cool idea with the one that I was thinking of doing.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. Something about a heart, a clover, and a banana was just...
Banana.
It was just it.
Banana's so funny to me. I don't know why. I feel like that's not a fruit that people usually think about when making, like, characters. I feel like most of the time it's just, like, well, strawberries. Strawberries a lot.
He's calling you stereotypical.
No!
Okay, I see how it is.
No, I'm calling you a trendsetter.
A trendsetter. You're so slay, you're so slay!
Everybody wants to be me so bad.
Literally.
I'm the original strawberry. Please don't take that seriously. I'm not an egotistical freak. Like, every time I see another person with, like, a strawberry design or a strawberry in their username, I'm like, oh my gosh, hey,
Literally, when I'm playing games online and I see another strawberry, I'm like, wait.
I know a strawberry.
That's such a great mentality to have, because I don't know why I feel a sense of dread whenever I see another peachy.
Like they're gonna replace you.
I know,
you're a
I'm like,
gatekeeper.
oh, I'm not as good as the other peachy.
You're a gatekeeper. That's
I'm
crazy.
a gatekeeper. Is that what you just said?
No, that's not what I said.
That's
That is
literally
the
what he
worst
just
thing you
said.
could have said to me.
I was just joking. We just unfortunately picked like the cutest fruit names.
Yeah,
Mhm.
the most common ones.
Mm-hmm.
Because like if I picked like kiwi, I would have been fine.
Oh, kiwi's cute too.
You know, like kiwi is a cute one, but it's like not as used.
Mm-hmm.
I also kind of picked mine because I was getting, like I said before, like Yadu vibes from it, but also kind of like, I don't know what the style is called. It's like cute, fun colors and kind of like kid core-ish, but like more like pastel. I got some reference photos, so that'll probably be easier to just show those than for me to explain it, because I really don't know what the style is called, but I see it around a lot, and I've always wanted to design using those kinds of elements and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And as soon as I saw this combination of emojis, I was like, oh my god, that literally reminds me so much of this specific style.
Yeah. It like I also immediately saw a style. Hello?
Sorry. I didn't mean to say that out loud.
That was really funny. But except with me, I saw like, I don't know, I don't even think this counts as like clown core, so I won't call it that, but like the circus clown jester vibes that I've been really into lately. Like literally the character that I've been playing in D&D is like a little fairy bard who's very jester-ish, and I guess I've just been kind of obsessed with making designs like that because the costumes are so much fun. So that was why I immediately was like, I know what I must do when I saw these emojis together.
Yeah, they do go together really well.
When it comes to character design stuff, where do you guys usually start?
I think it depends.
References.
Wavelengths.
Or you mean like drawing it, or
No, that's also a valid answer. Like references, and then like what part of the design do you start with?
I mean, usually when I look up references, I try to find like one thing to like decide on to like lead me in a direction. Like if I find like a cute shirt, maybe. Cause like usually I try to have an idea of like what kind of like fashion or what color palette I want, and then I kind of look up things in that direction. But if I'm like completely aimless, then I like I said, I try to find something that'll help me get more direction to like work off of.
Yeah.
And then I just kind of build off from there. I feel like my design process is honestly a little bit messy because it's very random. But usually for the most, one of the things that's the most consistent usually is that I try to at least figure out the color palette. If it's not the complete color palette, then at least like core colors that I want to use, and like a core, and have like a general sense of what I want the style to be, so that I'm not like completely aimless.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And then from there it is a little bit chaotic because I kind of just like play around with stuff, and the design just kind of happens as I'm working on it. I don't really plan much else from there.
I think it depends on what I'm doing it for. Because sometimes I just have like a design that's sitting in my brain and I know it's what I want to do. Like I know exactly what I'm gonna draw if I like sit down to do it.
Yeah.
And usually I'll have references for that like picked out already. But if I'm going to do something that's like a little more serious of a character design, or if I have a vague idea but I don't really know what I want to do, I'll collect references and then I'll sit down and I'll make thumbnails to try and like flesh out what I want to do.
That's something that I think I want to get into more, is doing thumbnails.
Yeah, I want to do more thumbnails because I think sometimes I get a little too attached to a single one. And I just end up going with the first one without exploring any kind of other avenues for the design. And I feel like I want to make more thumbnails in the future before moving forward with the final design.
Yeah, because that was something that in my like concept art class they put a lot of performance. Not what was I gonna say? They put a lot of
emphasis.
Yeah, they put a lot of emphasis on that. Like usually at the beginning of a new project, they'd be like, okay, your first assignment is to make like, I don't know, 50 thumbnails. And I, as someone who never implemented that as part of my design process, I was kind of like, oh, this is so stupid. Like I hate doing this. Like I already know what I want to do. Or yeah. I'd make like 10 and be like, okay, I give up. Like I don't want to do this anymore.
I know, dude. Making a lot of thumbnails is really hard.
Yeah.
If you're not used to it.
But I did learn the importance of it later on when I stopped being like stubborn and crazy. Because it really because it really does help you like push your ideas further than just like accidentally staying in your comfort zone or just like doing the first thing that comes to mind. And at the same time, like if you're just drawing for yourself and you're just drawing for fun, like obviously you don't have to do that. In like concept art, if that's something that you want to take seriously, then it's something that is good to familiarize yourself with, I guess. I still don't do them as often as I should though.
I really never do thumbnails, I think. Maybe one day I'll try to get into it. I don't know. I'm just a big, like, a large part of the reason why I've learned to draw so fast is because I just have taught myself to eliminate any, like, unnecessary, or parts that are unnecessary for me in my art process. So, whenever I do things like I never really do things like do a warm-up sketch or like do thumbnails because I always feel like I could just be like drawing the actual thing. But I know those things are supposed to help. It just hurts my brain.
Yeah. Like it really just depends on the mood I'm in and like how much work I feel like putting into a specific piece.
I was going to make 3 thumbnails for this design. It's like I'm going to try different things. I liked the first one. I just went with
be
it.
like that. What if I just put her arms behind her back?
Oh my god.
What then?
The classic. Are you gonna cover one of her eyes too?
Yeah, I'm gonna give her the emo bayang. There we go.
Bayang.
Guys, the kick in the face I felt when I signed up for a portfolio review and they took a look and they were like, it's not messy enough. I was like, what? What do you mean it's not messy enough?
That is so funny.
They were like, you know, your rendered art is really nice, but we need to see more of your process. Like, I need to see the messy stuff. I need to see sketches. And I was like, ah! Fuck. Oh, sorry. Crap.
No.
I had been focusing on the wrong things. But I understood what they were saying. I know. So that's why this is an important challenge for me.
That's why I'm keeping you to it, because I think it is extremely important to be messy and to not care about what you're doing. So sorry, you're not allowed.
But you and Cyrus are allowed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
not
well,
you?
that's because me and Cyrus are not neat freaks. Thank you. It's like probably one of the biggest things of my design process, I feel like.
Mm-hmm.
Where it's my little color palette placement rule.
Oh.
Because I have a very specific way that I place my colors, and I kind of keep that up no matter what I'm drawing, because I feel like it's kind of like a surefire way to have a nice, even, balanced palette that looks good every time. What I do is, and you'll also see this here because I have to plan out where the colors are going to be for this, so there will be a live demonstration. But what I do is that I just take my palette and I kind of separate the person by the top half and the bottom half of the design, and I make sure that the key colors of the design, it doesn't have to be every single color, but the key most important colors of a design are in both the top and the bottom half, in some kind of even-ish distribution. And it depends a lot on the size of like what they're wearing. Like if I have like a big like they're wearing like a big cropped jacket and I make it all red, then I'm not gonna use a lot more red in the top half of the design. But the shoes will probably be that same color of red to like balance it out a little bit. Because it has moved from the top half to the bottom half, which is open space to add another big red color. And I kind of just play around with that and apply that pretty much every single time I design a character, and like place the color palettes and like plan out what the palette is gonna be. And so far it's worked pretty well, and at this point I would say it does work, because people look at my character designs and say that they really like them, and I feel like that's a big part of it, like my color placement.
Yeah. They usually are very harmonious and they go together very well.
Yeah. So, because like I've noticed that people think that sometimes like you've got to have like, if you have a light palette, then you have to have like one dark color that like helps out, or if you have like a dark palette, then you gotta add in like a light color, or like have some kind of like contrast, or like, you know, a captivating color. Like I feel like you can work with any color palette as long as you follow that rule, and you don't have to necessarily like change up your color palette or like make it too different than what you intended it to be if you follow that rule, because it kind of like does the work of balancing out the colors for you.
Yeah, and I don't like putting those limitations on palettes. Like, if you want to have a character that, I don't know, is only wearing like 2 or 3 colors, you can do that. It doesn't have to be contrasting. I think as long as you use the colors well, then you can do whatever you want.
I think, I guess it's just like part of my process is checking the values of a design while I'm making it, because I'll have the color layer that makes it black and white so that I can see the values better.
Yeah. I do that too.
I always forget to do that.
Because even if it's not like a super contrasting palette, I at least want to make sure they're of slightly different values in black and white. Like even if there's not a dark color per se, there is a darker color.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
And that's what I mean too. Like, you don't necessarily have to have a darker color. You just have to have the color that is the darkest one, and you just use that one.
Yeah.
You know. And that is a good way to do it, like to check the values, which I guess maybe I'm like making my life harder because I don't do that, but that would be very helpful.
You probably are making your life harder by not doing that.
Yeah.
What kind of color palettes do you usually prefer giving your character designs? I think I know the answer.
Literally. Wait, are you asking like me specifically?
Oh, just everyone.
Okay.
Everyone, the 2 other people in the chat with you.
Mm-hmm. Imagine if
I'm
I was like
asking
you,
the
but
audience.
not Cyrus.
You but not Cyrus. Y'all already know. It can be anything as long as it has pink in it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what it is. I just feel like pink is like the magical color that brings everything together.
Mm-hmm.
The best color.
At least for me it is. Like when I do character designs, I'm like, what could this possibly be missing? And then I add pink and I'm like, wow, we've done it. We've
cracked the
literally
code.
done it. It's just so hard for me to not add pink. Like I just feel like it's such a it's like a neutral to me almost because of how much I use it.
Yeah, I think I'm kind of the same. Maybe not pink specifically, but like pink and red.
I knew it.
A lot of my character designs have one of those 2 colors most of the time. I think I can think of like 3 of my characters that don't have one of those colors somewhere in their color palette.
I feel like I have gotten to the point of like overcorrecting, because whenever I make, and I don't know why I do this, whenever I make a design, I'm like, oh, I use pink too much because it's my favorite color, I'm gonna make them a different color. And now I have so many characters that are blue.
That is funny.
Like, I have a great amount of characters who I just default to like a cool, usually like blue or purple color palette, and I don't know why. And I tend to go for color palettes that are very analogous, like not a lot of contrasted colors. Like you will never catch me using blue and red together in one palette, you know?
Yeah.
Because it's like difficult for me. I tried doing that recently though with one of my newer character designs, and I did actually like it, but it's very difficult. Like I don't know how to put red and green together without making them look Christmassy.
Honestly, wait.
Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah, that's why I like pink and green so much, because they're still technically contrasting colors, but pink is just makes
Better.
it cuter.
And pink and green is so iconic. It's like flowers.
Yeah, I have one character who's pink and green, and she is literally so freaking adorable.
I might be biased as the pink and green character, but I don't care.
Well, I guess technically I have more than one, but I'm specifically thinking of her because she's so like pastel pink and green. And she's very cute and adorable.
That's literally why I picked the emojis that I did, because it had pink, green, and yellow. I was like, oh, those are great colors. That's a great palette.
Yeah.
It's gotta be my favorite palette. Like the classic like Easter colors, like pink and yellow and like green and blue.
Are you just gonna name the rainbow?
Yeah, like every color, but like pastel is better.
Yeah, you're speaking my language. It really
This foot
just
looks
is.
silly as heck.
I feel the same way, but honestly, I love like like the classic like edgy palette that is like black and red.
Oh my
Especially
God.
recently, it's been like possessing my brain, and everything is that.
That is so real though. Like I think it's the Shadow the Hedgehog effect on me especially. I'm like, wait, this color palette goes so hard.
I
I need to use this more.
For me, it's the combination of my hyperfixation on vampires and then also my hyperfixation on the Dark Urge. like culminating into like,
Hesperus.
the edgiest parts of my brain, and I'm like, God, I love this.
The Hesperus effect.
Yeah.
Fighting the urge not to put too many bows on this design.
Actually don't have any bows, which is
Rare?
something. Yeah, I don't want to say rare, but then I thought about it.
Oh. Sorry, I didn't mean that in like a rude way.
That's so funny because I literally was like, something's missing, and then I put bows on it.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
Anyways, what kind of style are you guys going for? Like fashion-wise?
Um,
Well, I guess strawberries is kind of obvious.
yeah,
Clown.
clownish. Like I want her to look like a performer. That's it.
That's everything.
Where's the chocolate part gonna come in?
I want to try and implement that as like patterns on the design or like part of the color palette. We'll see how successful that is. Because I may have neglected chocolate too much.
Oh. What about you, Cyrus?
It's kind of... Well, I think it's mostly like, Tenshikuai, I think it's called. And then like an intersected, like, with, cyber... What the... Cyber Y2K or Cyber 2K or whatever it's called.
Uh-huh.
It's kind of like an intersection of those two things. But I
okay.
feel like it takes mostly inspiration from Tenshikuai.
So where are we at right now, game? Tell us a little bit about what we're doing.
I am at the point where I'm trying to see where I can add patterns to maybe add some more interest to the design. And I'm also figuring out color placement. Because I know what colors I want to be in there, but I don't know where to put them. How are you guys doing?
I'm doing good. I'm trying to figure out what to do for the shoes, and then I'll probably be good to move on to coloring. It's just the shoes have got me a little stumped right now. But I have most of the line art done.
Nice. You mean the sketch, right?
Yes. That is what I meant.
For some reason,
Must
I
have
don't
misspoke.
believe you.
It's just a misinput.
Miss Mem? Mystic Messenger?
Huh?
Miss me?
I just received a message.
Oh my god.
Is there anything that you guys usually like stay away from when you design a character, or like things that you don't like to have in your character designs specifically?
I don't really know if there's any like character design things that I'm like, I won't do this specifically because I hate it.
Yeah. I don't know
Like,
if I
I'll-
have any.
Like I kind of do
eggs.
stuff. Yeah, any design eggs. Yeah. I don't know, cause I kind of do stuff just cause I like it more than I ever think about not doing things because I don't like them.
I wasn't super sure either. Like I know that there are certain aesthetics that I don't draw just because they're not my style, not because I don't like them. Like I don't tend to make it's like steampunk characters, or I don't really make very futuristic or like cyberpunk characters either.
Yeah.
Just because it's not really my thing. I kind of lean more towards more modern designs, or like like D&D fantasy characters, because most of my characters are also D&D characters. But I can't think of anything that I hate. Oh, you know what? It's hard for me to draw like really short spiky hair, like the classic like men's haircut is hard for me to draw because I don't know why. I like giving my characters long hair and like a lot of hair and fluffy hair.
Yeah. I think I'd have to agree. I'm not a big like buzz cut, like super short hair type of person. Alrighty, it's reveal time.
Let's go! Pick the energy back up.
Are you ready?
I'm so
I'm so
excited.
excited. You did hype this up a lot.
Oh my gosh! Are you serious?
That is awesome. Oh
I
my
told
god,
you I
the
popped
wires
off.
in her hair. Oh,
This
that
is so
epic.
cute.
That is so epic.
I hate you though. This is so neat, Cyrus.
I know. I didn't.
She
mean
literally,
to.
she looks like she could be a Vocaloid. I'm
Oh
obsessed
my god,
with this so
true.
much.
She is beautiful. Amazing.
I understand now why you were like, I'm a genius.
Okay. My turn.
Peachy time.
My turn.
Baby time.
Oh.
Beep.
Oh, cute.
Oh,
Oh,
she's so cute.
I love the bag.
Oh my god.
This color palette does slay. I love this so much.
It does.
Very epic palette.
Oh, and I just noticed the little banana belt thingy.
The
little
little
charm.
It's so cute. I love
Yeah.
it.
So perfect.
Thanks.
She literally is this emoji combo.
It's literally her.
Literally.
Okay, Strawberry, your turn.
My turn. One moment, please. Here is mine.
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
So
So cute!
oh
the heck?
my gosh, that's so good.
Thank you.
Literally so adorable.
This is literally Chocolate Mouse Circus.
I'm so glad. I'm so relieved.
You did so good.
Thank
That
you.
is epic. The chocolate bars as the dress is genius.
Yeah.
I found one with that kind of concept like on Pinterest and I was like, oh, I know what I need to do.
So good, dude. These are so good.
These turned out really cute. I'm really
Yeah.
happy with these.
Popped off. Pepperoni and cheese.
Yeah.
And this is so fun too. I've always loved doing the emoji challenge.
Wow, this is so epic too because I can actually see that it's like sketchy. Like you actually
Yeah.
sketched.
Yeah, I didn't do line art.
You did it.
I'm
Thank
so
you.
proud of you.
And I didn't use the paint bucket tool. I colored it in. Look at me go.
We
Look at
did
you
it.
go.
We did it, guys. Alrighty, well that wraps up our emoji art challenge. We hope you guys liked the video. Thanks for stopping by. Don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment. Let us know if you want us to do this again because we again had so many freaking emoji suggestions. Like there are definitely like 3 or 4 more that I would like to do if we did do this again. So if you guys liked it, you should let us know. Make sure to also check out the links to Cafe Etoile and everybody else's socials in the description. And feel free to also join our Discord because maybe we'll also do our own little emoji challenge art event. Who knows?
Ooh.
Thanks again and come back soon. Bye!
Bye.